Hey, everybody in the vinyl community. Um, Eric's back again to do some more vinyl. I don't have anything new, but I'm going to be showing a section of my collection, and I don't believe I've done this since the Disturbed one, but I forget. So but I don't think I've done this in a while. Um, and I'm just going to go and quickly show my collection of albums from one of my favorite bands from the 1960s. And obviously, it's before my time, I realized that, but still, they're a band that it's hard to put into words because it really, you know, there's certain bands I remember when I was exposed to, and this is one of them, and it's like, you know, there's life before and after for me when it comes to this band, um, and that band is the Doors, um, and it just I I don't use the word love associated with a lot of things, especially music, because I believe that the definition of the word for me it doesn't have connotations to certain things. Um, but there is an exception here because um, the Doors music for me is still absolutely mind blowing, and it's really hard for me to describe. But it's like kind of like a mind fuck or just a mind implosion in a certain way from I mean, especially the first experience with their music. But moving forward, um, the album 13 by the Doors, greatest hits um, of sorts, released in 1970, as everybody knows. Um, these are just in I their order as I had them. And as alphabetically as I was able to do them. Nothing needs to be said. Um, the first time I heard this, I was absolutely floored, and that experience just it remains every time I hear this album. This was not the first Doors album I heard. The first one was The Soft Parade. And of course, I didn't know it at the time, but, you know, I was back in high school, and one day my dad comes up to me and he says, "You need to, you need to hear this album. You need to listen to this album." And I said, okay. For the most part, we didn't really will listen to the same music, um, and everything because he was one of the ones that first really introduced me to anything. Um, and so he says, listen to the last song on the album. And, you know, okay, didn't really think much of it. And then um, I, either the day later or later that day when I got around to listening to it, I put it on and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. because it was something that obviously I'd never heard before and never heard anything similar. And to be quite honest, since I've never heard anything that was able to sort of capture my imagination as the Doors music has, and especially with the song Soft Parade, because the imagery that is just created in that song is so amazing to me, because he jumps from one section to the other in discussing random things. They seem to all fit together though, and it's like just the visuals that that pop through your head when you're listening to the kind of stuff. It blows me away. And so I was in constant search of more and more of their material. Um, Here's another copy of Doors' first album. This was the first copy that I had. Um, I bought this copy. I got this in Seattle. In fact, my sister found this for me when we were in a record store, and I replaced this copy because this one, unfortunately, the quality. I mean, the cover, as you can see, is not in the best of shape, but um, this one certainly, there was skipping and popping, and I didn't, I would prefer to have a better copy. Um, Doors' greatest hits, released in 1980, and this one unfortunately does skip also, but I mean, amazing collection of songs here, and definitely. Um, Morrison Hotel. Great shot there, and yeah, and I do know that for most everybody watching, this is a review because this is familiar, um, but definitely just absolutely amazing. Um, Material here, amazing music. That's and they're one of the bands that are very hard for me to put into words because of it's just really what is it? It's just to me, for me, it's just a mind blowing experience to listen to um, the Doors music, and I just for me it's indescribable because I just it's wow. Um, and then finishing up here, weird scenes inside the gold mine. Um, Double P and gatefold in there, and basically, it, it's got everything that you would expect. If you're not familiar with this album, and I doubt that very few aren't. Um, anyway, um, so that's my Doors collection. Um, thanks to everybody for watching, and for Slayer Nation, there will be a new video up tonight as well. So there's going to be two, one on each channel. Thank you so much.